You are welcome to Explicit Online Tutorials YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you 15 secrets that can help you to smash 300 and above in JAMB or UTME of 2025. Why should you listen to me? My name is Ige Manuel, popularly known as Dr. Ige. I wrote my first UTME in the year 2020 as a secondary school student in SS3 and I had 316. Aside that, I am the CEO of Explicit Online Tutorials (EOT), and in 2022, EOT produced for the first student that scored 300 plus in JAMB. In 2023, we produced 83 students that scored 300 and above in JAMB. In last year's UTME, that's 2024, we had 71 students that had 300 plus in JAMB. In 2022, the highest scorer we recorded was Amaku Anthony, who had a whooping score of 355 over 400, making him the 9th highest scorer in the whole of Nigeria. In 2023, we had our highest scorer as Enoch Afenisume that had 356, making him one of the top scorers in Nigeria. I think his position was around 6 to 9. There was actually a tie, so that's why the position is not definite. In 2023, our highest scorer had 346 over 400. That is Arigo Victor. So why did I have to tell you all this? It's for you to know that whatever I'm going to share with you today are secrets. They are things that are tested from my own personal experience and from the experiences of 198 students that have actually scored 300 plus in EOT since 2022 to date. Before I go into this video, I want you to know that EOT, that's Explicit Online Tutorials, we have a JAMB class, a paid JAMB class that you can join, and then we'll groom you to become one of the people we'll be celebrating tomorrow. We have a target of producing at least 100 students that will score 300 plus in 2025 UTME, and I'm very sure that you can be one of them if you actually join our tutorials and become our student. Let's dive straight into the video. So in this video, like I said before, I'm going to be sharing 15 secrets with you, and I want you to take each and every one of them seriously. Please note that these secrets I'm going to be sharing with you, I'm not sharing them in a particular order. It does not mean that the first one is more important than the other one. I'm going to share them just as I want to. So the very first thing you must do, or the first thing you must know if you must score 300 plus in UTME of 2025, is that you must start early preparation. They say it's that early preparation prevents poor performance, and it is absolutely true. You cannot say you want to score 300 plus and then it is now 2 months to the exam or a month to the exam you want to start reading seriously. It doesn't work that way. You need to start early preparation. You need to start your personal reading early. You have to join a tutorial, a good tutorial like ours, early enough. When you join early, you get the opportunity to learn over time. So you don't just rush the learning. The learning is spaced. So you learn things even when you forget. You have time to go over them and then attempt a lot of questions even before the exam. In our paid tutorials, we have 3 phases of tutorials, in the sense that from October in 2024 to December of 2024, we'll be having our phase 1 class. Please take note that in each phase of our paid tutorials, we actually finish the entire syllabus. The entire syllabus is actually all the topics you need to know to pass JAMB, right? So and it's everything inside your textbook. So we'll finish it 3 good times before JAMB. So that's the way you can, you can start early with us. They're only for the class that's starting in October, right? So that's it on early preparation. So the second secret you must actually know for you to score 300 plus in JAMB is that you must have a study plan. You must have a plan. You must have targets. You must be able to say, okay, my plan is that from October to this period, I'm going to read this, right? You have to have a plan. You cannot just be reading anywhere below face. Do you get? You cannot be reading zigzag. You cannot just open your book and say, okay, I feel like reading today. It's when you don't have a plan that you know days that you want to miss reading and not miss reading. But when you have a plan, you know that any single day that you do not actually read, you are moving off the plan, and that can be very, very risky. So you should have a plan. In Explicit Online Tutorials, we actually have a plan. From October to December, we'll be finishing the syllabus, the entire syllabus, everything for the first time, right? For January to March, we'll be finishing it from the second time in our phase 2 tutorials, and then 1 month to the exam, we'll be having what we call our JAMB Rema class, where we also finish syllabus. You see, this is our plan, and the truth is this: there's no way you will follow us from the first phase to the second phase to the third phase and not score 300 plus. Even if your village people, they're after you, it cannot still work. That's number 2 secret on how we can score 300 plus in UTME 2025. Number 3 secret that you must actually know right, is that you must cover your entire syllabus at least 2 times if you must score 300 plus. If at this point you don't know what the syllabus is, please do it to check Google, right? The syllabus is actually like all the topics that you need to learn, that you need to know before you can score 300 plus. So it is JAMB that releases the syllabus, and it's constant. It does not change. You don't have to really bother yourself too much. You have to actually, I really recommend that you have to get the syllabus. But then everything in the syllabus, they're in your major textbooks. That's when you are using standard textbook like everything in the syllabus they're in the textbook. But just that the syllabus tells you areas you should look out for. So I would really recommend, it's easy. Go to Google, type JAMB syllabus PDF free download. Just type it and then download it, and then you get to see it. So you must finish every single thing, you must read up every single topic in that syllabus at least 2 times before your exam. At least 2 times. The first time you read it is just for exposure, right? The truth is this, before you even get to the end, and the syllabus is specific for each subject. So if you want to download for chemistry, you have to search for chemistry, for physics, for maths, biology, for English, for whatever the case may be. But please, if you must score 300 plus, good 300 plus, you need to finish. You have to do everything in that syllabus at least 2 times. And then registering for our paid class can even help you finish the syllabus 3 times. And trust me, it is not an easy feat for any individual to finish the entire syllabus 3 times recommended for JAMB. But I want to assure you, if you are among those students that really want to score up to 350 and above, right? We've had students that have done that before. You want to score 340 and above. We've had a good number of them 330 and above. You want to be one of those guys. Trust me, you really need to do the syllabus more than 2 times. And registering for our tutorials, our paid class, can be that surest way for you to actually cover the syllabus. So I've shared 3 things so far. Number 4 secret that you must be exposed to if you must score 300 plus in UTME 2025 is that you must be exposed to as many past questions as possible. Now, when I mean you should be exposed to past questions, I do not actually mean that you should go on to start cramming past questions because you want those questions to repeat word for word in the exam. Or please take note that it is very wrong to do past questions in the way of cramming it just because you don't know, maybe you just be lucky to say a lot of those questions. No, the way you do past questions is that you should have read the topic first, or you should have at least average knowledge. There's a certain number, there's a minimum level of knowledge you should have in a particular topic before you proceed to past questions, right? The reason why we do past questions is to actually see questions they've asked before on that aspect, and it helps you to put yourself in the examiner's shoe. You get to see what JAMB has asked before. And the truth is this, there are almost no new questions under the sun again. What do I mean? JAMB questions, they've set a lot of questions, right? JAMB, they hardly set new questions, right? Most of the times, the few new questions they just set, they actually control questions. So go and score 400 or 400. But then, if you are well exposed to past questions, you have answered them, you solved them, and you know why they are correct, you are at a higher chance of performing better than somebody that just read textbooks only. So please do past questions, right? On this channel, I'll make a video on recommended textbooks, and then you get to know which particular past questions you can actually use. The 5th secret that you must know for you to score 300 and above in UTME 2025 is that you should have a good tutorials. Do not be among those persons that feel tutorials are a waste of time. I know people that have that mindset. I cannot totally blame them. It's because some of them, they have actually attended tutorials that were really waste of time. There's some tutorials, to be frank, that when you go there, you just waste your time. They don't keep teaching you what you already know, or they don't teach you sufficiently. They just scratch the surface. They don't expose you to real questions that can come out of the exam. And those are the reasons why people now look down on tutorials and they feel that that's how all of them are. If you are in that category and you feel that tutorial is not for you, it's because you have not met Explicit online tutorials. You know what should happen? You should attend one of our free classes. Every weekend we have free classes. Around this video, check the description of this video. You are going to find the link to be able to attend our free classes. Start with our free classes and see how good we are with our teaching. And I'm sure your trial will convince you to join our paid class. So the place of a good tutorial in your preparation cannot be overestimated. You really need a good tutorials. One of the things that a good tutorials do for you is that you get access to experienced tutors that have gone ahead of you. Most of our tutors in EOT, that's Explicit online tutorials, they are medical students. Some of them will JAMB 2 times, some once, some different number of times. They really pursue me. Some of them have been teaching for 5 years. so they have taught a lot of persons before you, so they already have this experience. And I can always say 2 hours of classes with a very experienced tutor can save you 3 days of reading a particular topic from different textbooks, right? So, and one thing about EOT is that we have results. Like I said at the beginning of this video, in 2022 we had 44 students that scored 300 plus. In 2023 we had 83 students that scored 300 plus. In 2024 we had 71 students that scored 300 plus. See, everything I'm saying, I'm not lying to you. We have proof. Check around the description of this video for the links through which you can get to see our testimonials, our proof. Also check this particular YouTube channel. Check, you see video testimonials of our top scorers that have come to testify, for you to know that what we do here is genuine. That's number 5. Number 6 secret that you must know for you to score 300 plus in 2025 UTME is that you must have a collection of good textbooks. Not all textbooks are actually good for your exam. You don't have to read some textbooks at all. Why there are some textbooks that you really have to read if you want to do very well, right? If I begin to recommend textbook in this video, it will make it long. But what you should do is check around this channel. There's a video that will be uploaded on recommended textbook for UTME 2025. Trust me, I did a very good job there with the video, and when you watch it, you are really going to get proper insight. But then you need good textbooks, right? We are not among those tutorials that encourage you that you should attend tutorial, you should not read your book. In fact, in EOT we have a club that we call the 4 a.m. club, where we mandate our students to read with other students. Like it's more of like a group study from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. every single day. So even as much that we know that we are very good with teaching, we also encourage students to read their books. That's why we always recommend books for them. That's number 6. The 7th secret that you must know for you to score 300 plus in your UTME is that you must have a consistent study life. Right? You must be consistent in your studying. You don't just do one day off and one day on. Remember, when you have a plan, you know that there's a lot at stake, right? There's a lot that you are going to miss out on when you don't read for a particular day. And I used to share this formula with my students, and that formula is the 2-4-6 formula. What does the 2-4-6 formula imply? It says that on a very bad day, you should study at least 2 hours. On an average day, you should study at least 4 hours, and on a very good day, you should study 6 hours. That's the 2-4-6. If you are a student, maybe you are still in secondary school, or you are working and you are preparing for JAMB, and you know this cannot be feasible with you, you can actually have the 1-3-5 formula for yourself. That's on a very bad day, you should read 1 hour. On an average day, you should read 3 hours, and on a very good day, you should read 5 hours. Right? Any of these plans works. Just make sure that you read every single day. The next secret that you must know if you must score 300 and above in UTME 2025 is that you should be around a company of scholars, right? You need people to encourage you, right? The truth is this: sometimes when you are on your own, when you are trying to be a one-man squad, sometimes you lose motivation. Sometimes you don't feel like reading. But when you have a company of scholars with like mind, people that really want to do very well in JAMB, they are the people that are going to motivate you. Even when you don't feel like reading, you want to read, because trust me, when they ask you questions and you're not able to answer it, you will feel bad, and then you'll be like, this person has to just do it like me, Nabi. Then you now go and read. So please, you must have a good company of scholars around you. The 8th secret I'll be sharing with you today on how you can score 300 and above, or 300 plus in UTME 2025 rather, is that you should not run away from competition. Yes, I said so. Do not run away from competition. Oftentimes, students tend to shy away from competitions because when you are in the midst of people that are reading, they have read more than you, you feel this inferiority complex. You feel like, these people no book pass me, die, and you tend to run away. And when you run away, you now say, okay, let me work here at your own pace. The truth is that even if sometimes you need to work at your own pace might not always be the correct pace, right? So I recommend that please do not run away from competition. Anywhere you see competition, see, the truth is this, right? Last, the major exam that will determine who is a scholar or not is the main exam, JAMB. So any other thing in between, see that is preparation. So you should not be shy. Some people will be like, I've not read, so I don't want to go out, I don't want to compete with my friends. I've not read this, I've not read that. See, nobody really cares. Some of you feel when they ask you a question you don't know it, if it shows you are dull, you don't start shying away. No, don't do that. Do not run away from competition. In fact, anywhere you see competition, chook head. they are doing one brainstorming group somewhere and you feel they asking question, put your head there. You see that anywhere at all they are asking question, they are doing exam, anything, just run towards competition. It's going to put you on this ginger level that, and you now realize that you are now moving stuff, you are reading on a very high frequency, more than what you could have achieved if you were relaxed. So please do not run away from competition. The ninth secret I'll be sharing with you today on how you can score 300 and above in UTME 25 is that you should attempt as much mock exams as possible. Do not shy away from mock exams. Oftentimes over the years that I've been doing tutorials, I see a lot of students, they'll be like, I'm not doing this mock exam, I've not read. See, you can never be 100% prepared for an exam. Even the JAMB that you want to write, few days to the exam, you still feel you're not prepared enough. So nothing is changed. So sometimes people have pride too much. If like, if I not take this mock exam and I fail, they will not say I don't know book. Let them say, right? The major thing that determines, the major thing that all JAMBers will be working towards is who is able to have 300 plus in the main exam. So even if you are the one at the bottom of the leaderboard, it does not really matter. As far as you see that as motivation and you keep working, please, it is very important that you keep that pace. Don't run away from mock exam. In EOT, Explicit online tutorials, in our paid tutorials, every single week we have mock exams. Yes, you heard me right. Every single week we have mock exams, and also there will be prizes for the top scorers to encourage them every single week. So the competition in EOT is very, very high, because every single week, I remember in 2022, Amak Anthony that ended up as our top scorer that had 355 in the region. When he first took an EOT mock exam, guess how many he had? He had 264. And when he was giving his testimonial, he said when he had 264, that was one of the reasons why he had to pay more attention to the classes. And from there, his records started improving. I remember also in 2022, there's one of our students they call Trust Nathaniel Oluwapelumi. The guy, he was already all his mock exams. It was, I think, towards the main exam, his mock scores were around 330, 335, 337, 338, around that range. And guess what? In the main exam, he eventually had 336. Right? So mock exams, they help you, standard mock exams, and that's one of the benefits you actually get when you register, when you pay for our JAMB tutorials, right? But then we also have what we're doing for JAMB Bites. Every single month we'll be having our monthly standard mock exam open for everybody. So even if you are in our paid class, you're not in our paid class, you get to take this exam and you get to see your relative rate of preparation with other aspirants, because over 300, 400, 500 students will be taking the mock exam, and then you get to see your position, right? That's it. So do not run away from mock exam. The next secret I'll be sharing with you on how you can score 300 plus in UTME 2025 is that you must be balanced in your 4 subjects. In your JAMB, you have to write those 4 subjects. Don't read one. Don't try to be chemistry beast when you are very poor in English. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. You have to really be balanced in all of them. So people will tell you, okay, what will happen? Major or your majors. That means if you are very good with physics and chemistry, read those ones more so that you can have 1990 and then you can have whatever you see. There's a certain JAMB score you want to have. If you are not balanced in 4 of your subjects, you cannot do it. Right? So that English will finish you on one other subject. So if you must really score a very good 300 plus, you must be balanced. Don't say I don't like English language. Don't say I don't like biology. Don't say I don't like maths. You see, in fact, that thing that you don't like, you should read it more, because you never can tell. It might just be that one that you don't like that you have your highest score. I will share my own personal experience. When I was preparing for my UTME in 2020, I actually loved and I knew biology and chemistry more than every other thing. And then somebody now advised me that I should focus on those ones. I was very, very bad in my physics, right? That's because I had very bad teachers in secondary school and I never loved it, right? I was very bad. But then I decided to take the challenge. He said I should focus on my biology and chemistry only. That if I have high scores there, other ones, any I scored the other ones, it will balance up. Thank God I did not listen to that advice. And that's the same thing I'm telling you today, just in case you have that mindset. Guess what? Eventually, when I wrote the main exam, guess which subject I had my highest score? It was physics. I ended up having 97 over 100 in the same physics I did not like. Just imagine I did not put in effort, and just imagine I decided to shy away from it because I was not very good. So you must have balance in your 4 subjects. Please, you must have balance in your 4 subjects. And that secret you must know if you must score 300 and above in UTME 2025 is that you should have systems for doing revision. Don't just read, you're not revising, right? That's why one of the things you enjoy when you get to enroll for our tutorials, our paid class, is that like I said before, we have 3 phases of our class. The first phase is from October to December. That's the phase 1, and in that phase 1 we are going to cover the entire syllabus back to back, leaving no stone unturned. The second phase will be from January to March in 2025, right? In that particular class again, we are going to revise, we are going to teach you everything again from beginning to the end. Further, that in that way we are going to help you to solidify the knowledge you already have. And guess what, 1 month to the exam, we're going to have our phase 3, which we call our REMA class every year. That one is a massive revision class, and trust me, if you have been with us from phase 1 to phase 2, right, you should have known a lot of those things, and then that's revision for you. In your own personal reading, make sure you do revision, right? Make sure you do revision. Don't just read and you're not revising. Do you get? Another secret that you must know if you must score 300 plus in UTME 2025 is that you should read 1 textbook per time. Biko, abeg, ejo, read 1 textbook per time for a particular subject. Don't try to gather 3 textbooks for 1 subject. It's going to make you slow, and when you make it slow, you might never even finish the syllabus. And I have already recommended that you should finish at least twice. So if you are too slow, there's no way you finish it twice. So it means you should please read 1 textbook per subject at a time. I'm not saying you should limit it at 1 textbook. If you are done with 1, you want to now read another textbook, it's fine. It's better that way than you trying to read 3 at a time, slowing your pace, and then you end up not covering the syllabus, right? So that is it. The 13th secret that you must know if you want to score 300 plus in UTME of 2025 is that you should have accountability partners, or you should have somebody that can hold you accountable, somebody that can keep you accountable, somebody that can follow up on you to ensure that you smash your goals. See, goal setting is very easy, but the major thing is smashing those goals. The major thing is achieving those goals. And sometimes you can get carried away that you forget about your goals. You have already said that, okay, I want to finish this textbook in 1 month, but then if you leave it on your own self, if you want to try to do it on your own self, you might end up not even doing that, or you might even forget. But then if you have somebody that follows up on you, somebody that checks up on you, somebody that does not tolerate your excuses, that system can help you to achieve your goals better. Do you know that when you register for our paid UTME class, that's our 2025 JAMB tutorials, one of the benefits you enjoy is that you have an accountability coach from EOT. You have somebody that you can explain to and say, okay, my plan is to read this textbook in 2 months, and I plan to be doing this. So that person gets to follow up on you. With our accountability coach, you can set goals for the day and say, okay, today I want to do 2 hours of physics, 2 hours of this, 2 hours of that. Please, I need to follow up on me. And then you get to set your goals to the accountability coach at the beginning of the day, and then they follow up on you to ensure that you smash those goals, and you are getting all this for the same amount that you are paying. Trust me, you don't get to see this in other tutorials, but it's just only available at Explicit online tutorials, because we realize that to set goals is human, but to smash the goals is divine. So that is one of the benefits of also joining our paid class. The 14th secret you must know if you must score 300 plus in JAMB is that you should not leave any stone unturned. That is a parable. What do I mean? Don't actually leave any topic. Don't say, I feel like this will not come out. Oh God, you don't work in the JAMB office, or is your dad the registrar of JAMB? No, right? So what you have to do is to make sure, no matter how hard the topic is, don't leave any stone unturned, right? If there's something you're supposed to read, so you not go and regret and say, chai, if I had known, I would have read this thing. Do not leave. Scholars, go and check the best students out there. They don't leave any stone unturned. They try their best to make sure they read every single thing. They make sure they know every single topic, right? So please do not leave any stone unturned. Some of you are very funny. Be like, okay, I'll check past question. This one is to come out every year. This one does not come out. See, every year has its own peculiarities, and you don't want to go and be shocked in the exam, or you don't want to be there and say, do you get? So please do not leave any stone unturned. That's number 14. Number 15, which is the most important, which is the organic of them all, is that you should put God first. The fact that this is number 15 does not mean that it is the last. In fact, I especially reserve this number 15 position for this because it is the most important, and it's the last thing I want you to hear before you end this video. Put God first. I've seen a lot of people that are prepared for JAMB so well. On the day of the exam, something bad happened. Probably their systems were bad. Probably they just could not make it. Probably they did not wake up early. Very, very funny things. Probably they did not locate the venue. Different things, right? You see, in as much as we are trying to prepare, physically for this, right? Exams, there are spiritual aspect to it. You get, and what you have to do is to make sure you are fervent in prayers, right? And this is not only for Christians. If you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, one thing that I know that we all do is that we all pray. So you must put God first in your preparation, right? For the Christians, the Bible says in Proverbs 3 verse 5 that we should commit our ways into God's hands, and we should not lean on our own understanding, right? We should put God first in what we do, right? I'm paraphrasing, and we should not lean on our own understanding, right? So we have to put God first in your preparation. You have to pray to God. Keep praying. It's not one thing you do once. So you have to pray and say, God, as I'm reading, please crown my effort with success. And you also pray that God should give you direction, because there are people that read a lot, and there are people that don't read a lot. Those who don't read a lot, they read what they will just go and see in the exam, and they end up passing. So it is very important that you put God first. And in EOT, in our paid class as well, we hold this as a very, very strong principle. And what we do is that we have prayers we have fellowship that we do. So we have for the Christians and we have for the Muslims. So whatever your faith is, you get to join for your religion, and we have prayers together, and everybody commits the prayer into God. Everybody commits the exam into God's hands. So these are 15 secrets that I've carefully crafted out for you from experience, from my own personal experience, from the experiences of our students that we have, taught, that have done absolutely well in their UTME. And I believe if you work with this, please do not trivialize this. Don't say this is a common stuff. Right, I put in a lot of things, a lot of effort to producing these videos for you, and I want you to grasp it very well. So I want to quickly tell you about the free programs that we have for students. Right, we have our free tutorials that we run every single week. I talked about it quite a number of times here, and you should be in it. It does not cost anything. It's just free. We do it every week. So check the description of this video and look for the link to join the free classes. We also do something every month, which is called the monthly mock exam for free. So you can take our mock exam, our standard mock exam, to know your stand and to know how well you are prepared, and to know your weak points, where you should focus more on every single month. And that thing that we have for you is that we have a carefully created stoichiometry video course. So stoichiometry is one of the hardest things you can ever see in chemistry for some persons. And guess what? JAMB loves it. There's no JAMB exam without stoichiometry. You must solve. Right? So if you're having problem with calculations in chemistry, right, you should get that course, and you also find the link around the description. Then lastly, we have a WhatsApp list where you can join, right, and then you get to receive tips from us on how to score 300 plus, on how to study better, on how to remember, and everything every single week. On the description of this video there also be the link, right? Please do well to follow us on all our social media handles, please. And one more thing I want to beg of you before you leave is, please share this video to your friends, right? You guys are lifting others, right? This is not an information that you should keep to yourself. So go on, copy this link of this video, share it to everybody you know that is writing JAMB, to your class group chat, to your church members, to your relatives, to your friends, even to your enemies. Let them also pass the JAMB too. Do you understand? So thank you so much for your time. It's been a long period, and I'm so grateful that you watched this video to this time. Please don't forget, please drop your comment in the comment section. I want to hear from you. I want to know if these tips they help, and if you are going to work with it. Thank you so much. Please, I'm rooting for you. Do your best, make your parents proud, make yourself proud, and make God proud. Don't forget to enroll for our UTME, that's our JAMB paid tutorials. It's really going to help you. Thank you so much. Till I come your way next time, I remain Dr. Ige, the CEO of Explicit Online Tutorials. Bye.